League Baseball fans, and welcome back to Minor League Baseball, the show. Today is our final game of this 4-game set between the visiting Midland Rockhounds and your San Antonio Missions. Tomorrow is the first road game for San Antonio as the Missions go to the Arkansas Metroplex to face the Arkansas Travelers. Go online now and purchase or print your tickets from home. Also, follow the Missions all season long as the first pitch app on Minor League Baseball is available for all smartphones. Right now, get out your scorecards. Here's today's starting lineups. First for the visiting Midland Rockhounds. Batting first in the designated hitter for Midland, Ernesto Cortez, the DH. Batting second is the second baseman, Steve Lombardozzi as second. Patrick Boyer will be the shortstop as he'll bat third for the Rockhounds. Boyer as short. Jason Nunez will be the first baseman, batting fourth for Midland. Nunez at first. Renato Nunez will be the third baseman. He'll bat fifth for the Rockhounds. Nunez at third. Douglas Streeter will bat sixth for the Rockhounds. He'll be in center field. Streeter at center. Bryce Norman, the catcher, will bat seventh for the Rockhounds. Norman catching. Edmundo Castro will be the left fielder. He'll bat eighth for Midland. Castro at left. Batting ninth and rounding out the batting order for the Rockhounds, Donald Kidda. Kidda at right. Cortez, Lombardozzi, and Boyer will be your first lead on three. Nunez, Streeter will be your middle three. Norman, Castro, Kidda will round out the batting order for the Midland Rockhounds this afternoon. And on the mound for Midland, Coleman Riggs. Riggs, today's Rockhounds pitcher. Now here's your starting lineup for your San Antonio Missions. Leading off in shortstop, Steve Chavez. Chavez as short. Designated hitter, Boone Devine will bat second for San Antonio. Devine, the DH. Christian Villanueva will bat third for San Antonio. Villanueva at third. Batting fourth in center fielder, Carmen Zapata. Zapata as center. Leroy Ochoa will bat fifth for San Antonio. Ochoa at first. Alan Cordoba will be the left fielder as he'll bat sixth for San Antonio. Cordoba at left. Cleanup hitter and catcher, Manuel Rincon. Rincon and cleanup catcher. Batting eighth is right fielder, Brian Valdez. Valdez at right. George Aponte will bat ninth for San Antonio. Aponte at second. Chavez, Devine, Villanueva will be your first lead on three. Zapata, Ochoa, Cordoba will be your middle three. Rincon, Valdez, and Aponte round out the batting order for San Antonio. And on the mound for the San Antonio Missions, Hank Schneider. Schneider, today's Missions pitcher, and there's your starting lineups.
Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Midland Rockhounds and the San Antonio Missions. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Number 28 gets the ball for the away side in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Stepping in, Ernesto Cortez. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Designated hitter, Ernesto Cortez.
First pitch of the at-bat. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. The windup and the 0-1. High in the air down the right field line. Valdez is after it. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. Dero, daytime road game for him. What you got?
Matty, I know this team can swing the bat. But one thing I'm focused on, and I think a huge key for this team, is base running. And I'm not necessarily saying stolen bases. Just being aggressive on the base pass, putting the defense on their heels, taking the extra base. Maybe that send from first to home. That's what I'm hoping to see.
First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. The mercury still rising here at the ballpark. 93 degrees our game time temperature. The windup and the 0-1. And that pitch catches the inside corner. This is on the ground over to first. Played on the backhand. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Coming to the plate now, Patrick Boyer. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Bat explodes as this has popped up. And he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. So a relatively routine start for the top of the first here. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1. No score. Number 27 will be the one doing the pitching for the home side. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This guy has 3 pitches that he brings into his mix. And if he has all of them working, he has a chance to be really solid. A good pitcher, but he needs command of all 3 of his pitches.
Stepping up to the plate, Steve Chavez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Steve Chavez.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. That's lifted the other way out to left. Castro moves over, and that's the first out of the inning. A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. Mark, daytime baseball at home. What do we need to know about these guys?
Matty, I know I'm stating the obvious, but the middle of the order has to come through today. You got guys that are playing way above their pay grade on the periphery, and it's time for them to look and see the big boys do their job.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Boone Devine, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Streeter ranging back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Any hitter will tell you that a shot like that just feels different. It sounds different off the bat. See his arms get extended, right arm tucked up against his body, barrel the bat all over the ball, and he smokes it right off the wall in left center. A little more hang time, and that one probably gets out of
here. Into the box, Christian Villanueva. And he jumps all over the breaking ball that time and drives it deep to left center field. It is away back there, and this one is out of here. So a two-run shot to left center as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
He might have thought he was going to fool him with a first pitch bender, but he was wrong. He was sitting on that curve and absolutely hammered it way out of here.
Batting fourth.
Into the box now, Carmen Zapata. As he'll swing at the first pitch and bang one into right center field. That's a base hit.
Boy, this is not the way you'd like to start an inning right here. After that two-run bomb, another base hit, and this could get ugly real early.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack right now, Dan. He saw that two-run missile go out, and he was on point getting himself a knock.
In now, Leroy Ochoa, as he will swing at the first pitch and line this one into left center, and that's going to get down for extra bases. They'll extend their lead here as the runner scores from first.
When he started this game, giving up 3 extra base hits in the opening frame was not what he had in mind. He could still settle down and turn things around on the mound, but the way it's going right now, this has the makings of a start he's going to want to forget.
Alan Cordoba hits next as he rips it on the ground to second, and that's through for a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
Line drive to center field. Streeter is there. Let's see if they test it. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And it's a diving tag, and he hangs on for the out. And the inning is over. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 3-0. Leading off the inning, Jason Nunez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
The next 1-2 pitch. And he takes strike 3 cold on the fastball. 1 gone.
Okay, here's the defense for the home team. And be on the lookout today because the best arm in the outfield resides in left field. Usually not the norm, but you better not test this guy. Not only does he have a strong arm, very, very accurate as well.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
2-0 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A 2-1 count to Nunez. Curveball, and he thought it was strike 2. Instead, it goes to 3-1. Full count now, 3-2. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. And he loses him on a breaking ball.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at-bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
Batting 7, catcher.
Now in the box, Bryce Norman. He'll get to take his first cuts here. In there, 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. Boy, in a perfect spot for the splitter there. It's 0-2.
I mean, that's almost an unhittable pitch right there.
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch.
Yeah, there's no question that this one got away from him. He was cruising, had him down 0-2 with 2 outs, and he's going to be pretty unhappy with that. You never want to give an offense new life in an inning.
No balls and a strike to count. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Fastball called for strike 2.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit. A run in. Here's a second runner around third. And it's not in time. He's safe as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
Boy, Dero, talk about so close, but yet so far. 1 strike from getting out of this inning, but a big 2-run base hit right there.
Yeah, that batter was able to control his emotions. Not a guy who fears going deep in the count right there, and he was able to come through.
Stepping in now, Donald Hida. Trying to cash in here in his first at-bat with a runner at third and 2 gone. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Ready with the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 1 hit. No errors and 1 man left on. On now to the bottom of the second. The Missions lead it 3-2. Ready now, Brian Valdez.
Leading off for the mission, right fielder.
Pitch on the way. Line toward the alley in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
A lot of smiles to go around on the offensive side. First time through the order. That's already their 6th hit today as a team.
Standing in now, George Aponte. Pitch out, nothing doing. The 1-0. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Line drive to left, and that'll get down for a base hit. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Let's slow this one down and take another look. Great camera angle here. Looking straight down the left field line. You see him take that inside route to the ball. His hands stay back, and he goes oppo to find himself at second.
Into the box, Steve Chavez. He swings, and it's a line drive to left center. And that is going to get down for extra bases as this will drive home 2. And the second run will score as they push the margin here to 5-2 now.
You know, D-Row, hitting in the leadoff spot, you're not going to get very many opportunities to drive in some runs, but that's a big 2 RBI hit.
Yeah, when you see ducks on the pond, Dan, your eyes light up. I don't care if you're hitting first in the lineup or 8th in the lineup. You grind out in that bat and try and get the runs on the board for your team.
Yeah, but that's a big 2 RBI base hit.
Into the box now, Boone Devine.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
Scooped up, one there, on to first to complete the double play.
Now batting, third baseman, Christian Villanueva.
Ready to take his hacks again, Christian Villanueva, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Goes to show you how strong this guy is. That wasn't a bad breaking ball that he hit for a home run in that last at bat. That ball was down and away. He went out and hooked it and pulled it. This guy's definitely a good hitter.
And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
That had to be in the scouting report right there. You don't see too many 0-0 breaking ball ambushes in the game anymore. He had to know that pitch was coming.
In now, Carmen Zapata. Line drive to center field. Streeter will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits here. No errors, and 1 man left on. We've played 2 full. San Antonio's out in front, 5-2. Leading off the inning, Ernesto Cortez, and they'll need him to get something going here. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away.
Now batting, second baseman,
At the plate, Steve Lombardozzi. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Got him to reach for it there as this is grounded to short. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out.
now batting, shortstop, Patrick Boyer.
Now at the plate, Patrick Boyer. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. The pitch. And a high strike there. It's 1-1.
There's a called strike on a fastball up in the zone. We're seeing more of that from pitchers nowadays. With the launch angles, guys are looking for the ball down in the zone. If a pitcher can pitch up in the zone like that pitch right there, you can go ahead and make some hay.
2-1 to count. The 2-1 home. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Hit toward the right side. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So nothing happening this time around. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Missions lead it 5-2. Settling in now, Leroy Ochoa. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Smoke toward third. Oh, way to get dirty. He goes to first. It's there, and he's out.
Great reactions on that one, and a good job to get down on the ground in time to smother it. Still had to get up and make a throw, and of course he did that too.
Standing in now, Alan Cordoba. Now a swing and a fly ball. but this is going to wind up a foul ball. A base hit in his first trip. Line softly out toward left center, and that's in for a base hit, his second in as many trips to the plate.
Not every ball's going to be smoked on the screws. There's a nice soft liner in the center field that lands right before the center fielder.
Into the box, Manuel Rincon. This is driven to right, and no doubt about it, that one's way out of here. A two-run blast to straightaway right field, and the lead is now 7-2.
Hey, that's one of the toughest parts about standing out there on the bump. Giving up a long home run or giving up a bomb at any time as a pitcher. You just have to regroup and get back on that horse.
Stepping in now, Ryan Valdez. As he will line this one into right center, and this is going to get down and should be extra bases. And he'll reach second now with one away.
Many guys fall victim to the breaking ball and want to get out in front of it, and they end up rolling it over to the pull side. Batter was able to execute, stay inside, keep his hands back, and drive it the other way.
In now, George Aponte.
He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play.
1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Hits this one hard the other way, and that's through into left, a base hit. Throw comes into third now, so they're at the corners here with only 1 out.
Hey, nice effort by the third baseman right there to slide and try and knock that down. That ball was hit too good in the perfect spot.
Standing in now, Steve Chavez.
As he swings and grounds it toward the hole.
And that is into right field, a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Boy, talking about being an impact guy in today's game, that RBI base hit right there gives him 3 RBIs on the day, Dero.
Yeah, I remember sitting on the bench talking to Chipper Jones. He wanted to always put a biscuit in a basket. This guy's got 3 of them.
Now here comes the skipper out of the third base dugout, and he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. Pablo Da Silva is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Into the box now, Boone Devine.
And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right.
And that's going to fall for a base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away.
Boy, it's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, Dero, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Into the box, Christian Villanueva. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out toward right. Kita has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. Play at the plate, and he's out. A great throw. So all in all, they're fortunate to give up just 3 in the inning as they wind up escaping the bases loaded jam. On now to the top of inning number 4. San Antonio's out in front, 8-2. Bigging in for his second at-bat, Jason Nunez. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Third baseman, Renato Nunez.
Striding in, Renato Nunez. No official at-bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. First offering on its way. A ball and no strikes.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Skied into straightaway right. Valdez on the move. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, center fielder, Douglas Streeter.
Stepping in, Douglas Streeter. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. 0-1 the count. The windup and the 0-1. A high fastball is in there. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. And that is off the wall in right field. He's around second now, and they still haven't gotten to this thing. He will score. As they cut the gap a bit, it's now an 8-3 ball game.
The fans are not happy, and I can't blame them. And inside the Parker on that hit, there's simply no excuse for that. And everyone in the ballpark knows it. We'll see if he can shake it off and get out of the top half of this inning.
And he gets ahead 0-1. And maybe a little extra motivation for him here after being hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. Hit well on the ground to first. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Yeah, I'm not sure. This ball might have caught him in between hops. He looked unsure which way to turn his glove, and the next thing you know, it's by him.
In now, Edmundo Castro, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He found his way over to third via a triple in his first at-bat. Now the 1-0 finds the zone, strike one. The 1-1 on a line. That's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey guys, he doubled up on that breaking ball. The batter obviously timed the first one. Second one, he was not going to let go. Good wood on that one, able to drive it for a base hit.
Donald Kida is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Now a throw over, and he's back standing. Count is 1-2 now. Count still at 1-2. The 1-2. Popped him up. Ochoa has a play, and the inning is over. So 1 run on 2 hits, with the big blow being the home run, 1 error, and 2 men left on base. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Missions lead it 8-3. Striding in once again, Carmen Zapata.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down, because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Streeter patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. And there's a final look at the numbers for the starter in this one, and he'll likely do his best to forget about today. Digging in once again, Leroy Ochoa. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home 4th.
The batter, left fielder, Alan Cordova.
Digging in and looking for more, Alan Cordova. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Grounded to short. To his left, Boyard. On to first, and they don't come any easier than that. A 3-pitch inning, and the side is retired. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Ernesto Cortez. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. 1-1 the count. The 1-1 home. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, second baseman.
Ready for another chance? Steve Lombardozzi. Couple of ground outs on his batting line in 2 trips so far. First offering on its way. A called strike over the outside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A wave and a miss.
You know, you don't face too many guys that have thrown a nasty splitter like he has today. He's had this lineup off balance all game with that pitch.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Drilled right back up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. No hits to this point. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour. A ball and a strike. One and one. Here it is. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Zapata moves over. 2 down. Ready for another shot now. Jason Nunez. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First pitch of the at bat. No balls and 1 strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. Here it comes, 0-2. Pulled toward right center field. Valdez sprinting after it, and that ends the inning. Ready to take his hacks again, Manuel Rincon, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. First pitch coming, here it is. Sent on the ground out to second. To his left, Lombardozzi. And there's 1 down now.
The right fielder, number 7.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Brian Valdez. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out whole ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in, and he's able to drive that for a nice single.
Stepping in now, George Aponte, as he drives a liner to right center. And that's in there, base hit.
Now batting, shortstop,
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Steve Chavez. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Ground ball sent back up the middle. He's got it. Lombardozzi on to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
The batter, designated hitter, Boone.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Boone Divine. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. To short. Reined in. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. San Antonio's out in front, 8-3. And here's Renato Nunez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a knee-high fastball. The windup and the 0-1. Laid off as it caught the inside corner.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
A bouncer up the middle. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, the center fielder, Douglas Streeter.
Ready once again, Douglas Streeter. In there, no balls and a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A fastball that just misses inside. The 1-2. Pulled toward right center field. Valdez on the move, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the 2nd out.
The catcher, number 5, Bryce Norman.
Digging in to try it again, Bryce Norman. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
On the ground to the right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So a nice job there to fight off an 0-2 pitch and keep the inning alive for at least one more batter.
Boy, not the way you'd like to throw up an 0-2 pitch, D-Roll, but from a hitter's perspective, a pretty good job of staying alive. 0-2.
Yeah, and he did an excellent job on the offensive side. Not to let the AB get away from him. I know he was down 0-2, but he pulled his neck and he stayed in there.
A good tailing fastball for a strike. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. And a pitch down that swung on and sent to second base. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. Part of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. The Missions lead it 8-3. Standing in, Christian Villanueva. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here.
Third baseman, Christian.
Here's the first pitch to him. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Kida moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Now batting, center fielder, Carmen Zapata.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Carmen Zapata. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Grounded back up the middle. Boyer ranges to his left. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, first baseman, Leroy Ochoa.
So striding forward now, Leroy Ochoa. First offering on its way. Hit the other way out toward right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Back here on MLB Network. It's on to the 7th inning now, but before the inning gets started, let's fill you in on what you may have missed. It's our game summary to this point. Ready now, Donald Kida, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
2-0.
Ball 2.
Now the 2-0. Outside and low, 3-0.
Well, knowing the threat this guy poses if he gets on base, I think the next pitch should be a challenge pitch. You don't want to give guys that can run a free chance to cause havoc out there, especially the leadoff guy.
And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
He's really struggled with his command in this game, no doubt about it. But to make things worse, he just lost one of the fastest guys in the ballpark.
Next will be the designated hitter, Ernesto Cortez. First pitch on its way. And a curveball that started low and broke lower, ball 1.
All right, all you're asking for as an offense is a chance. Well, your leadoff man has certainly done his part. He's gotten on base. You have to start clawing back into this game right now if you're going to find a way.
Kida rounds the corner and is headed home. And he's in safely at third as a run will score on the play as well.
All I know is a lot of comebacks were started with less. He ropes a triple, driving in a run and cutting the deficit to 4. A base hit here, and it'll be down to 3.
Into the box now, Steve Lombardozzi, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And that one just missed outside. A 1-1. Swing and a line drive into left field, a base hit. And the run is in to score from third.
Hey, D-Roy, I think we got a case right now. This team, they're just feasting on a pitcher that he's given up some runs, and it looks like he's starting to get a little bit tired, leaving some of these pitches up in the zone.
Yeah, and I think there's a fight at the bat rack right now. Guys are licking their chops, knowing he's a little bit tired, going to leave stuff over the middle of the plate. Won't be surprised to see the bullpen get going.
Now here comes the skipper out of the first base dugout heading for the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead. Miguel Diaz comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7. Standing in now, Patrick Boyer. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. That's wide, 2-0.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter? Missed outside 2 pitches in a row and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field.
Now the 3-0 offering is looked at for the first strike.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Well, he's a youngster. You can see he's a little nervous out there. Some people call it butterflies, but to him it probably feels like pterodactyls are flying around in his gut. Going to be interesting to see if he can settle down here.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Here's the 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Lombardozzi on second. Boyer at first with no outs. Base hit into right center. Lombardozzi is on his way home. Safe at the plate as they now trail by only 2.
Yeah, 1 a day keeps the doctor away, Dan, especially when it's a big one late in the game. It doesn't matter at all. You're just trying to get 1 knock a day, find a couple barrels. He having to catch his late.
Boy, I tell you what.
And the return will pull the first baseman off the bag, so they'll just settle for the 1 out.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got to force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
Into the box, Douglas Streeter, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. 0-1, here it comes. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Lined into left center. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game. Oh, and he botches it. Nunez rounds third and is digging for the plate. He comes across to score. It's now 8-8.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable.
Really good job of putting the ball in play right there. Even though it wasn't a base hit, it does bring the go-ahead run for his team.
Striding in, Edmundo Castro, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. There's a fastball that just misses, ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Turned on, but it's wide at first and foul. 2 out, nobody on. And this ball hits the first base bag. And he will reach it first, but it's very possible that he might have had 2 bases there had that ball not hit the bag.
Hey, Dan, you execute a pitch right there, you bury something in, and he's able to drive it down the line, and it hits the bag. Couldn't go foul for you?
Oh, I tell you, you know what? That's one of the bad breaks if you're a pitcher right there. That ball is an inch a little bit further. That's a foul ball down the line. Instead, it hits the bag, and now there's traffic on the bases.
Well, this inning pretty much has been one to forget for him, but he's still out there, and it's only going to get worse if he dwells on it and lets the frustration take over. Easier said than done, though.
Now the 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the mission, number 13, Julio Sanchez.
Castro leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Down the third baseline. Oh, and this is past him down the line. A fair ball. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and to make your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're 1 pitch away from a solo, tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Now the 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Oh, and he misses it. And the runner is in from second. Now both runners are across. Lombardozzi takes the turn at third. He wants it all. And he's safe at the plate as they push the lead to 5 now.
Man, I'm not sure I've ever seen a play like that before. To say that error was costly would be a big understatement. Looked like a circus act out there.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
This is what every pitcher likes to have. Another 0-2 count really puts the hitters on the defensive side in multiple ways. You can go fastball up, you can go breaking ball down. One of the keys, getting ahead, and he's done a very good job of that so far.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that
looking at a fastball to end the inning. But all in all, just a horrible job on the mound that half inning as they allow 10 men to come across and score. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Rockhounds lead it 13-8. Alan Cordoba hits next. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by the opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
Line towards center field. Streeter is right there, 1 down.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard on the ground towards second. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right.
Check out the lefty as he absolutely jumps on that first pitch and hammers it to right. Got what he was looking for and put a good swing on it.
In now, Brian Valdez. As he'll go after the first pitch and promptly line one into left center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit.
I mean, obviously this guy is built to play in the daytime. 4 for 4, you know he's seeing it good right now. These are the days that you remember for a long time.
Into the box now, George Aponte. He swings and grounds it to short. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only 1 away.
Hey, guys, I understand it right there. The third base coach has got to hold them up. They're down by a lot of runs right now. No reason to risk getting a guy thrown out at home in this situation.
Stepping in now, Steve Chavez. He squares it up and hits a bolt to left center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. 1 run is scored. And the second run will score as well. Ronald Diaz takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Boone Devine. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring
in to score easily is the runner from third, and don't look now, they've cut the lead down to 2.
Well, he had to be sitting on a fastball, Dero, right there, because he pulls this one and gets the barrel to it to drive that runner in from third.
Yeah, Dan, you can tell he was sitting all over it. You don't get to a fastball like that without knowing it's coming. Nice piece of hit.
Into the box, Christian Villanueva. High in the air out to center field. Streeter waits on it. He makes the play. Runner tags and hits for third. The relay, and he'll make it up to third on the fly ball as he's in there now with 2 away. So a big moment here, and standing in, Carmen Zapata, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. He's set, and the pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Castro is calling for it, and that ends the inning. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. 8th inning coming up. The Rockhounds are out in front, 13-11. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Jason Nunez. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home. Pitch rides in on him here as this is popped weakly toward the left side of the infield. And there's a base hit, so a chance to add a little insurance here as the leadoff man is on to start the 8th.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing, but hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
0-1 the count. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Here's a shot to right field, and that's going to be in for a base hit. Now a long throw home. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Slapped hard the opposite way. In there, the base hit.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on it.
Standing in now, Bryce Norman as he rips it on the ground to second. To second for 1. On to first, a double play.
Oh, that double play gave him a really good chance to minimize the damage here. 1 run has come across, but now he just has to work to strand that runner at third. Would be pretty huge if he can do that.
First offering on its way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And this will hop over the wall, but the run will score.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Into the box now, Donald Hida, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
I always felt, 0-2, you had to cover away. If a guy's going to bury you in 3 times in a row, you tip your cap and walk back to the dugout, because that's not easy to do.
Swinging a ground ball to third, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Push to the right side. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Rockhounds lead it 15-11. Now at the plate, Leroy Ochoa. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8.
First baseman, Leroy Ochoa.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now here's a drive out to right center field. He's through first and hustling for second. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And he'll scramble back to the bag and be there safely.
Wow, not sure what the pitcher was thinking, serving up a fastball right over the heart of the plate. His eyes got as big as saucers as he blasts this thing, putting himself in the scoring position to start off the inning.
Alan Cordoba hits next. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left as this lead has been sliced down to 2. Guys, we've seen 4 big balls between the two teams so far today. What are your impressions of the long ball display we're watching?
Matty D, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying, Hero. The hitters are on point, the pitchers aren't making very good pitches.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's all about executing pitches, and they're not doing it today. They're leaving a lot of balls over the heart of the plate, and this offense, both offenses are taking advantage.
On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Ryan Valdez.
Digging in, Ryan Valdez. Already 4 hits to his credit in this one, looking for a 5th in this at-bat. Just a bit jumpy that time, swung on and missed. The Missions find themselves losing in the late innings. What are your thoughts on this one, guys?
Yeah, Matty V, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all in the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Row, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs that's going to win the ball.
Stepping in now, George Aponte lifted the other way to left center. And that's going to find the alley for his 5th hit of the ball game. And the runner from first comes around to score. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here. And those don't come along every day. In now, Steve Chavez. Here's a swing and a line drive, and he may have just tied the ball game. That's down for extra bases. And that's going to play the tying run from second as we've got ourselves a brand new ball game now.
You know, this has been a great game from the start. Evenly matched, back and forth. Each team giving as well as taking. He gets a good pitch to hit right here, and he does what he's supposed to do with it. Drives in the game-tying run and puts himself at second as the possible go-ahead run.
Into the box, Boone Divine. He grounds it sharply to third. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, third baseman.
Standing in, Christian Villanueva. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Gone! A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. They've taken a 2-run lead.
Now pitching for Midland,
Into the box now, Carmen Zapata.
Now batting.
Fly ball out toward right field. Nunez shading to his right. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So a great inning there as they bat around to score 6 times to open up the lead. We've played 8 full. San Antonio's out in front, 17-15. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Ernesto Cortez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A fastball right over the outside corner. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say, his 3rd punch out of the game.
Now batting.
Digging in the switch hitter, Steve Lombardozzi. He's looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game here. Here's a strike. The 0-1. This is on the ground over to first. And that'll find its way into right field for a 1-out single.
Now batting.
At the plate, Patrick Boyer. He got called out on strikes his last time through. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike, 0-1. Lombardozzi stands at first with 1 out. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind a ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, right there, it's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
Oh, that grounder caught him. Recovery throw is not in time, and that'll go down as a painful single.
So frustrating, Hero. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out, and all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
He doubled his last time through. Little dribbler down the line. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
You know, D-Rose, sometimes one of your best friends are your own teammates right there. Good hustle from first base to beat that throw to second, and guess what? He bought his battery, made a knock.
Yeah, he definitely bought him a knock. You know what else he's going to buy him? He's going to buy him dinner on the road at some point, because that's some significant hustle right there.
In to score, the runner from third. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Hey, with that base hit right there, that's his 3rd run batted into the game.
Yeah, he's the reason, Dan, they're even in this one to begin with. He's kept his team together with a great approach, finding his 3rd RBI of the day.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. James McGinnis answers the call from dugout as he'll try to record the final 2 outs of this one. And this one gets away. And a terrible time for a letdown behind the plate as the tying run will score on what's likely to be called a passed ball. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Now the 1-2 pitch. 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2.
Well, this is a strikeout situation, but it's also a ground ball situation. I expect we'll see a lot of pitches down in the zone trying to prevent the hitter from getting the ball up in the air.
this. He struck him out, and a big out there as the go-ahead run stays at third with 2 gone now. So a big spot here, and stepping in, Bryce Norman, as he'll hit with the go-ahead run at third and 2 away. Here's the first pitch. Fouled off. Second and third, 2 away. On the ground, up the middle. And that is into center field as he comes through. It's a base hit. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Dan, this had all the makings of going extra innings, but right there, a knock to drive in 2 for your team.
Yeah, D-Roll, that's a huge 2 RBI base hit here in the top of the 9th inning.
Now an off-speed pitch that nearly ran in and got him. And he's got a shot at history. Needs to send one over the wall to complete the cycle. Laid off as it caught the inside corner.
Hey, that's just a great pitch right there. Fastball at the bottom of the zone, right under the knee. It's interesting. I was a low ball hitter, so you could take the strike zone and go to the ground with it. I can live with that being called a strike. What I can't live with is above the belt getting popped.
Count remains 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. So, boy, the wheels really came off the bus here in the top of the 9th as a huge 9th inning rally has totally changed the complexion of this ball game. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. The Rockhounds are out in front, 19-17. Owen Lustig comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th. Striding in to start the 9th, Leroy Ochoa, and they'll need him to get something going here. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. So it's a leadoff single that kicks off their half of the 9th.
Obvious pitch recognition right there. 0-0 changeups usually get guys out in front, but he was able to stay back, recognize it, and drive it for a base hit.
Standing in now, Alan Cordoba, as he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
Boy, talk about having a day, D-Roll. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round trip, or not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
Stepping in now, Manuel Rincon. No balls and 1 strike. He's looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game here. Lifted the other way down the left field line, and this will wind up a foul ball. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Bouncer down the line. That's a foul ball. Ochoa at second. Cordoba on at first with nobody out. The swing and a liner to left center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets through, but eventually does get to third base.
Digging in to try it again, Brian Valdez. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet, so this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
Here's the first pitch to him. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. This is lined into left field, and he delivers a big base hit. Cash in here as the run is in to score from third. And they won't push things here as they'll hold the second runner at third, so they're loaded now with still nobody out.
Now batting, second baseman,
Digging in and looking for more, George Aponte, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Down the left field line and deep. And they do, in fact, let it land foul. Very smart. Ready with the 0-1. Liner towards second. And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. One-run score. And the stop sign will smartly go up at third as they hold the second runner, and they'll again be loaded with still nobody out.
Hey, that base hit right here ties things up late in the game, D-Row. And I think right now what they'd love to do, get back in the dugout and have one of those really good shutdown innings.
Is that what you're thinking, Dan, when you took the mound? Your team throws up a crooked number or throws up a one spot on that other team. You got to go out there and throw it down.
No doubt about it. You want to go in.
Just a sec now as that ball finds its way into the outfield. A base hit. And the winning run is across the score.
Santa Maria! San Antonio takes it!
Yeah, that
Yee-hoo!
ninth inning shows the highs and lows of this crazy game of baseball. They lose the lead in the top half, and there are some somber faces in the dugout, no doubt. Then they rally in the bottom half of the inning, and those somber faces are in the other dugout. That was quite a roller coaster ride.
Time to single out one man
Wow.
for his efforts this afternoon, and there he is on your screen.
Yeah, he certainly was a big part of this victory. Picked up 4 RBIs in the game, so it's safe to say that he came through when they needed him to.
To 19 in this ball game today. The San Antonio Missions get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. James McGinnis gets the W on the mound. So that's a wrap for us here this afternoon. For Mark, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.
Wow. So the San Antonio Missions, oh my goodness, just pulled it off against the Midland Rockhounds as they take the 4th and final game of this 4-game series. Wow. That was an amazing ride, guys. It was most likely a winning moment by a 1-point lead. Well, before we go, let's go over runs, hits, and errors. For the Midland Rockhounds, 19 runs on 20 hits. They had nobody on base. For San Antonio, 20 runs on 34 hits and 2 errors. Well, tomorrow the San Antonio Missions get ready for a first game of a 6-game road set. First 3 with the Arkansas Travelers, and then the next 3 with the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. Well, guys, I'm going to tell you, it was a great game today, and the Missions won it out. They almost took a devastating loss. Well, this is just about do it for Missions Baseball. Thank y'all for joining us on this Wednesday evening as we are done with baseball for right now. Well, our final score is the San Antonio Missions 20 and the Midland Rockhounds 19. 1-0 for San Antonio. This one's for them. So, we hope you guys have a good day today, and we are off the air as the Missions 1-0 win the final game of this 4-game set. Once again, 20-19 is our final for this afternoon. for JBaker Gaming here, Dan Plezak, and everybody, Matt Vasgersian, and the rest of us at San Antonio Missions Field. We'll see y'all back later.